Hey guys, what's going on? Today I'm going to be talking about Battlefield Hardline and just the beta and what I've thought about it. I've played a few games. I'd say I play like 15 to 20 games so far, and it's been pretty fun. Of course, there's pros and cons, and I'll talk about the cons at the end of the video. But basically, I'd give it an 8 out of 10, I guess. It's very fun. In terms of fun and gameplay, it definitely rivals Battlefield 4. I'm enjoying it a lot, and I think it's one of the greater betas out of all the betas that have been out in the past year. So I jotted down a few topics of what I want to talk about. We've got game modes, maps, weapons, loadout system, ranks, flow of the game vehicles, and then any feedback for Visceral Games for their game coming out in March. So basically what I'm going to talk about is game modes. So the game modes that they have for this game is you've got Conquest, Team Deathmatch, Heist, Blood Money, Hot Wire, Rescue, Crosshair, and that's about it. The only three game types that they have in the beta, they've got Heist, which is about pulling off the big job or that perfect score. You're either the cops or you're the criminals, and the criminals are trying to pull off the heist, trying to get the money or whatever. I haven't played as the criminals yet, which is unfortunate since I played a good amount of games, but I've played as the cops, and the cops spawn outside of the bank right going into the front entrance. And I believe they get there before the criminals do. Sometimes, I guess. I don't know. Because one time I spawned at the beginning of the game, and I got there, and they were already there, and I got killed right as I went in front of the door. And then the other time I spawned at the beginning of the game, and I went there, and nobody was there yet. The criminals weren't there yet, which was kind of interesting. So, there's only one map that they play it on, and that is called Bank Job, and it's of course a perfect map for it because it was built for heist. It's a bank, and then after they get after the criminals get the money or whatever, they have to take it to a central point, and then they have to wait for a helicopter to come, and then they have to drive away with the helicopter, and that's how you win the game. You get it on the helicopter, and you fly away from the cops. And then the cops have to chase after him, go up a bunch of stairs, and get up where the point is where they're going to be taking the money, and stop them and defend that area so the helicopter can't, take them and win the game. So there's 2 bags of cash that they have to, nab, and they have to reach each of the 2 base points, and that's where the police have to, go to those points before the criminals get there and stop them, and that's how they win the game. Another game mode is called, let's see if I can find it here, it's called Hot Wire, and it's where criminals are trying to steal a list of marked cars while the cops are trying to repossess them, and you have to use driving skills to catch up with the enemy and bring a friend riding shotgun to take them down. So this is definitely my favorite game type out of every single game type not included in the beta. It's very fun. It's like domination, but the domination points are actually cars, and how you capture it is you have to be driving at a certain speed. Just hold down the right trigger, and just make sure you're driving right. And then you'll see the bar go up, and then you'll know you're not driving fast enough because it'll start going down. So you have to make sure you're keeping at your top speed, and that's how you get your tickets up. And then whoever is having all the cars is gonna be melting the other team's tickets away, and it's a very fun game type. Especially when you have like 4 people in one car, it's just funny. You can either just stay in the car and shoot out the windows, or you can actually get on top of the windows and look around and shoot, but obviously you're more exposed that way. But it's definitely a fun game type. I had a blast doing that, driving cars. My only problem with it is driving in this game doesn't feel as natural, and it doesn't feel as smooth as Battlefield 4. Of course, it's a beta, so they're gonna make it more smooth. But that's my only problem with this game so far. Is just driving. It doesn't matter. Helicopters, cars. I haven't seen any tanks yet. I'm very surprised I haven't seen any tanks being driven yet. But any other vehicles, it's a little laggy. It's not that smooth. When a car crashes, the audio is a little off. It doesn't feel that smooth. It's like driving in H1Z1 or driving in Arma or one of those PC games like DayZ. Driving in those games, it's just very not smooth at all. One second. Alright, I'm a little mucusy this morning. So, other game type is, of course, Conquest, which is the fan favorite. Everyone knows what that is. It's just a big team battle of, you know, everybody going at it. I'm not sure how many people are playing it. It might be 16 versus 16 or 32 versus 32. It's probably 32 versus 32. But if you don't know what Conquest is, it's just a big, the max amount of players are in the game, and you can play domination, just pretty much any game type, and it's just mayhem, and it's a lot of fun. It's like if you play Ground War in Call of Duty. And it's basically like always domination that you're playing in Conquest. I'm not sure if there's any team deathmatch, but yeah, it's definitely a lot of fun. So those are the game modes. Hotwire is definitely my favorite because it's new. You're driving around. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of mayhem. So the only two maps that are in the beta as of now are Bank Job and Dust Bowl. Bank Job, I've played Heist on it and I've played Hotwire on it. And then Dust Bowl, I played Hotwire on it, and I played every single game type except Heist on Dust Bowl. Dust Bowl is a very interesting map. It has a climate change element to it, to where after half of the game is over, it's called Dust Bowl, so a lot of dust is going to be, flying around, and it's going to be a sandstorm after half of the game is over. It's kind of like that Typhoon map. A typhoon starts to happen after half of the game is over, and it definitely messes up with your line of sight. It's very, very realistic, and it's a very good map. This map definitely makes me feel like I'm actually playing Battlefield 4. The other map, Bank Job, I'm not too fond of. It just seems like there's just too much stuff to hide behind, but it definitely reminds me of this one map, this little snowy map where it's like snowing outside and then inside it's like a prison. I'm not sure what the name of that map was, but it definitely reminds me of that. And Dust Bowl just, it's one of your, standard Battlefield maps where it's like out in the open. You have a couple buildings here, but it's pretty good. I like it. So those are the game modes and those are the maps. There was maintenance that happened this morning at like 4:45 a.m. to 5 a.m. They were doing something to help out the matchmaking or whatever. But now talking about the weapons, I haven't used too many weapons because I'm like a medic. That's what I've always been in Battlefield. I like using the defibrillators, and I like using the medic packs and all that stuff, just being a team player. And of course, healing myself is important. So I've just been using the weapon that comes along with the operator, which is the medic. And then you've got like a mechanic, you've got an enforcer, and then you've got like a scout, which is a sniper, and then like the enforcer or whatever has like a shotgun, and then the other two, the operator has the machine gun along with the like mechanic. I'm not really sure if I'm calling them the right names, but yeah. And then we've got a loadout system. So this loadout system is definitely a lot better than the system that they had in Battlefield 4, where you can customize your weapons in mid-game. Just mess with your loadout system mid-game. It's definitely a lot more organized. You have a money system, so each time you get a kill, you get some money, and it'll show in like the bottom right-hand corner, which I like. You can buy weapons, you can buy gadgets. If you have to buy the defibrillators, so you're not really ranking up with those anymore. You're not really getting them with ranks. You actually are getting money for doing everything. So you're just going to be buying them after the game. So you can actually pick what you want to buy and pick what you don't want to buy and all that stuff. It goes to weapons. You buy some grenades. Buy whatever you want. Everything is buyable. You just have to make sure you have enough money. There's also coins, bounties. There's a lot more customizable options in this game compared to Battlefield 4. Customize your, you've got two patches on your character. You have a patch right here and a patch right here on your left and right shoulders. You can customize both of those. You can customize your agent. Just a lot of stuff that you can customize and make yourself look really unique and make yourself stand out so people know, oh my god, it's that guy, he's like going on a 40-0 spree this game, watch out for him kind of thing, So I like that. Ranks, pretty much the same as they've always been, it's not a skilled ranking system. It's, it's not supposed to be. It's Battlefield, You can rank up as high as you want in this game, but the thing is it won't carry over to the actual game in March. unfortunately. So there's not really a point to ranking up or getting anything in this game. It's just testing the waters, and then you'll go down to rank 1 and you'll lose everything when the game comes out, and you'll have to do it all over again. Which is okay, I guess, to some people, but to people like me, yeah, I guess it just helps with the replayability. You don't want to have everything when the game comes out because you'll be bored. I did wish that there was some sort of campaign. I thought somebody told me there was going to be a little bit of campaign in the beta, but there isn't. It's just multiplayer. The main menu looks fantastic. Setting-wise, you can, up your sensitivity. You can change brightness, turn vibration off. There's a lot of different, not just for PC gamers, but for Xbox One gamers and PlayStation gamers. There's a lot of customizable options. Before you even start the game, you can tweak your settings a lot more than you could in Battlefield 4, which I like. So the flow of the game, it is a beta, so it is a little bit laggy on the Xbox One, unfortunately. Hashtag next gen. I'm not sure how it plays on the PlayStation. I'm not sure how it plays on the PC, but on the Xbox One, it does lag a little bit. Unfortunately, they do have to work on the servers, I would say. So I'm hoping it's not going to be how Battlefield 4 released. Because we all know how that happened with the EA servers, which was just atrocious. And EA is working on, the servers again with Battlefield Hardline, which is very scary. And I really hope Visceral Games, make sure that the servers are working perfectly, or at least close to perfect when the game comes out in March, because they do not need to have this again happen. And then you have DICE working with them, but the people that are making the game are Visceral Games. But you have DICE working with them, making sure they're throwing their ideas at them, and then you've got EA publishing and doing the servers. So it's just laggy. Driving in the game, I don't like driving. It's just not realistic. It's not realistic as it was in Battlefield. The audio is very not there. It's not synchronized with the vehicle's movements, and when it crashes, it's just a mess. If you play the game and you drive, you'll understand what I'm talking about. What I do like is you actually have a radio now, and you can change the radio stations when you're driving, and the music's pretty good. That was very interesting to me when you're driving around. That does make it more realistic. You're criminals. You're going to be blasting the speakers when you're driving and killing cops. So that's pretty sick. Vehicles. Talking about the vehicles here. There were no tanks. There's helicopters with machine guns. There's a lot of convoys, just random cars with guns inside of them. There's vans which have guns on each windows. If you sit in them, there's 4-seater cars. There's there's like 5 people or 6 people that could be in the van, and then there's like a 2-seater car, and then there's a truck with a machine gun on top, and there's like a lot of different vehicles, but. What the vehicles that can the driver can shoot, it's just a helicopter, I believe. Every other one needs a secondary person in there to shoot. You just have random convoys. You have motorcycles. No tanks. I haven't seen any tanks yet. So yeah, those are the vehicles. Pretty cool. But just the driving, they need to work on that. So just feedback from Visceral Games. I said I'd give it an 8 out of 10. What you gotta fix, just make sure the servers are working right. There's a little bit of lag. I will say that I feel like it takes a lot more skill to shoot in this game than it did in Battlefield 4. So I do like that. I'm not sure what it is, if the aim assist is a little decreased or what, but if there's a little bit more recoil or flinch or whatever. But something about this game, it feels like it takes more skill to shoot, which is always good. So it's very good, and yeah, give me 1 second here. Close the door so people don't freak out. It's just very good. I like it, and just make sure you're working on the vehicles, make sure everything's synchronized, the audio and everything. But other than that, you're doing a fantastic job with the game, and I do enjoy it. So just fix the connection, make sure it's working right. Look at the vehicles, make sure they run smoother. And that's about it, Hopefully we'll see a lot more maps and game modes, and we'll have a blast when the game comes out in March. So this beta comes to an end in 2 days, so you guys have that time to play it. I'm pretty much done playing it, just because of the connection issues. It's just not very fun for me. I'm a big pet peeve on the connection issues, and I always love to have good connection when I'm playing video games. But other than that, I've had a lot of fun playing it, and I'll just be playing, Hearthstone and Halo now, until the game comes out, and I'll definitely be having a blast playing the campaign. The campaign looks freaking sick, with the plot and everything. But that's just my thoughts on it. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. Have you been having fun playing it? Are you having the same problems that I am with connection issues and stuff? And yeah, make sure you thumbs it up and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys later for another video. Probably going to be doing a re-upload. I have a video that I've been meaning to re-upload for a while. It was in Halo 4 when me and my teammate beat a couple pro players in Game 2 in Halo 4. So I'm definitely going to re-upload that, and that's just going to be my second video today. Not sure what videos I have planned in the future. Hopefully I get some good gameplay in Halo. And I got to be careful about making Halo videos because Microsoft has done a new thing now where we have to put a little paragraph in our description and make sure we don't have the word Halo in our title for whatever reason. So I got to be very careful on making Halo videos now. So with that being said, that's it, and I hope you guys enjoy. Take it easy.